What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We're once again back here on NBA 2K26, here with another rebuild as I'm still on the path to my first championship in NBA 2K26. The first two videos, I got to the conference finals and the NBA finals, but ultimately did not win. The Mavericks keep stunning me. So we're going to go ahead, jump in, and rebuild the Phoenix Suns in NBA 2K26 on the quest to our first championship, hopefully today. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. We're currently on the road to 50,000 subs at the moment. So let's look at the Suns and kind of talk about what they've done lately. As we're all aware, the Suns have been kind of a polarizing team. Matt Ishbia comes in and is ultra aggressive and pushes all the chips in the middle of the table, and it did not pay off whatsoever. And I've been very critical of that. Like, I didn't blame them for trading for Kevin Durant, but the Bradley Beal trade was an absolute failure. But to their credit, I feel like they've bounced back okay. I actually like some of the moves that they were able to make this offseason despite limited assets they did have. Of course, they bring in Jalen Green and Devin Booker, or they extended Devin Booker. Obviously, Booker was still here, but Jalen Green to pair next to Devin Booker. Be an interesting pairing to see how those two coexist, but I think it could work. You got Dylan Brooks, of course, from the trade as well in the Durant one. You bring in Mark Williams, who was traded by the Hornets, but of course the trade was rescinded by the Lakers. You have Nick Richards. You bring in Maluwak. You have obviously also Rasheed Fleming down here. So I actually think the Suns are in a decent spot, and Booker has decided, like I said, to extend. So we'll just have to see how it goes. For year number one, we're going to go ahead and simulate. I would imagine that there is a possibility we do make a trade at the deadline. But of course, the biggest thing is to develop Maluwak as our starting five. That is the biggest thing we need to do throughout this video. I want Fleming to play as well right away, and then Iguodala's 72 overall. And then they did bring in like Nigel Hayes-Davis, I believe, from overseas as well. But I want Fleming to get some minutes right away, so I'm going to go ahead and put Fleming in over Goodwin here, and that will be what our rotation ends up being. So I will see you guys either at the end of year one or at the trade deadline if there is a move to be made. Jordan, of course, is a new coach in Phoenix, so let's see how this is about to go. I do think there's a strong possibility we try to make a move at the deadline, and we're going to find out if this is even a playoff team in year one. So at the end of year number one, Shea wins MVP. Flag is your rookie of the year. Malik Monk is your sixth man. Wemby is your DPOY, and Giddey is your most improved, and Trey is your clutch player. And here's your NBA first team. We got Shea, Jokic, Wemby, Giannis, and Luka. I'd imagine we get Devin Booker on here somewhere, but we actually don't. I thought we would, but not going to happen for us, unfortunately. Offensive first team and all defensive second team, and here is your all rookie team. So we do get Maluwak and Rasheed Fleming on here, which is great, or Maluwak, however you want to say it. So we are a play-in team out west. I did explore the idea of making a move at the trade deadline, but I just decided against it. We have 40 and 42, so only 2 games away from being over 500. But yeah, I decided not to make a move at the deadline. I didn't really see anything that I liked. I explored it, didn't really see anything. So I think the biggest thing that is going to be a mover in this video is going to be extending Mark Williams and seeing how much this guy is going to develop, or if he isn't at all. He is a 79 overall. We're gonna have to pay him to keep him around, which I'm fine with because we could use his contract to hopefully get something here. I was mainly looking for a 4 at the deadline. I just didn't see anything. So I don't imagine we have any kind of championship aspirations right now. I'm sure the Suns want to, but in my mind, there's probably no possible way we're winning a championship this season. So maybe we give the get the Nuggets here, but we're gonna lose, and we are going to go home in round one of the play-in, which I think is fine. Now, of course, we're not gonna have like our first or anything, but we'll see who goes on and win it all. Like I said, Dallas has been the team, man, that's been kind of troublesome to stop, and that was even a problem in my 2K25 share scenario. So Kyrie Irving wins Finals MVP. The Mavericks go on and win it all. I got LeBron, Paul. Quite a few retirements here, but let's go ahead and get to the lottery. So our pick should be headed elsewhere if I'm not mistaken. Although it does say we have it at 13. I'm pretty sure it's actually claiming we have our pick. Is that true? We have the 8th pick via the Memphis Grizzlies. According to 2K, that is the case. Rockets via Brooklyn, which isn't true. And then Thunder via Philadelphia, which I believe that pick is top 3 protected. So yeah, of course, 2K, like I said, protections are all over the place since most of them are incorrect or picks are just wrong. So I'm kind of second guessing the idea that we have the 8th pick. I don't think that's actually true. I could be wrong, but pretty sure we don't. So let's go to staff signing though. We got, of course, Jordan Otstill as the coach, which is fine. I'm ahead of draft night. I'm going to try to do some research on this draft pick that 2K claims we have. Maybe we're supposed to have it, but I don't know if we're supposed to. But having an 8th pick right now would be super clutch. We do have a real draft class that Joda Kelmer continues to work on, so I'm sure there's still some things that need to... I'm sure it's not complete, obviously. The game's still fairly new. Let's go check if we're actually supposed to have the 8th pick. I don't know if we are. I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys. I just did some research. I still have no idea if the Suns are supposed to have this pick. I'm going to guess they're not supposed to, because I don't think it makes a lot of sense that they have done what they've done and they would end up with a lottery pick. Don't think that'd be the case, so I just went ahead and sent it out somewhere else to, I forgot who I haven't sent it to, but in my mind, I don't think they would have an 8th pick in the draft, and someone would have to dumb it down for me because, dude, I was looking at it. It is complicated as hell. It's been traded many times. There's like swap rights. Draft picks can get very confusing, and I'm just going to go ahead and go out on a limb and guess that we weren't supposed to have it. I apologize if that's not true, but I'm pretty sure we're not supposed to. So we do have some second-round picks, which I usually never deal with because they usually never turn anything. And again, I don't think this draft class is actually complete yet, so these guys aren't even real. So I'm not going to sign either of them. Player options, Ryan Dunn does, of course, accept, which I am very comfortable bringing him back. And then Mark Williams. Like I said, he's going to be the guy. We're going to re-sign him to how much ever he's asking for. He's asked for $12 million, so would have wanted a little bit more, but considering that we can get him for quite cheap, I think that's good. But I'm going to give him $15 million a year because I want to have him make as much money as possible so we can try to flip him if we can, unless if he develops really nicely. If he goes up in overall, then there's a different conversation to be had. But I'm also going to bring Nick Richards back on a minimum because we could maybe, you know, have him as a backup 5 in case we do trade Mark Williams this offseason. But it all depends on what his development is like. So we do have the ability to sign an MLE, it looks like, too, so that's nice. So we got Booker, of course, at point guard, Jalen Green, Grayson Allen. So Grayson Allen's contract is something I want to use. Ryan Dunn, Dylan Brooks, I still like that. Russ Neal is a contract I want to use, and then Fleming, and then, yeah. So I am going to go ahead and look to sign an MLE guy. I think that's going to be a big thing we could do this offseason. So who do we want to give it to is the question. So we got Beal, which that's obviously not going to happen. PJ Washington would be intriguing in my mind, or we even have like a Rui. I wouldn't hate that. So I actually do kind of like the idea of throwing Rui an offer. He's getting an offer from the Spurs. Last year for the Lakers, he shot 10 points per game on 32% from 3, but I've seen him in a very minor role average or shoot like 40% from 3 pretty easily in a 2K sim. Or we could even go PJ Washington, who shot 37%. So I actually think I'm going to go ahead and throw PJ Washington in MLE and see if he wants to come over to the Suns. I think he'd be a nice addition. We could play him in a multiple different spots. Reeves, we probably don't have the money for, and I don't think that makes a lot of sense anyway. So let's see. We are his #1 offer, and Washington is going to choose us, so that's a great free agency addition. And we still have money to sign, you know, another guy if we want to. So we can give like Tyus Jones, who did play here, a backup, you know, point guard money for minimum. And let's see, we got Bogdan that we can go ahead and throw a minimum contract at as well. So there's going to be just kind of some additions just in case we, you know, bring down the roster quite a bit. And you have Beasley here, who we could still sign, which I wouldn't hate that either. But I'm just going to go ahead and go to player progression. So let's see how much Mark Williams is going to develop. He is only up 1 overall. So yeah, in my mind, I think Mark Williams is good as gone at the trade deadline. I think he's someone we will definitely be moving. Jalen Green is up. I mean, we could even do it later in this offseason, or we could even say, hey, well, I guess I already skipped a moratorium. But yeah, he is someone I want to trade probably later in the offseason. So we're going to go straight to 2K Hoop Summit. And before the season even starts, which actually legally, yeah, we probably have to take this into the season. So if we're being, you know, somewhat realistic here, you don't get to just trade a guy unless you're trading him after you just signed him. So I'll take it into the season, but very early on in the season, I think I'm going to be looking to move Mark Williams, but we could do some other things, I would say. So I do kind of want to look at other options though, because I don't want to just go in with Russell Neal as our starting power forward still. So I'm going to still try to make at least one move here before we move Mark Williams eventually. So I went ahead and threw some of our biggest salaries in the trade finder, and this one is the one I'm liking the most right now. Mark Williams, Grayson Allen, Dylan Brooks, and a first-round pick going over to the Pacers. We get Siakam and Obi Toppin. I know the Pacers just acquired Siakam like a few years ago or 2 years ago at this point, I think, but this is kind of the perfect guy that would pair really well next to Jalen Green and Devin Booker going forward. I just love this idea a little too much, and I think we're going to go ahead and go through with it. Would the Pacers trade Siakam for this? I don't know, probably not, but still, regardless, we're going to go ahead and make it happen. So this is going to be your new rotation, and I kind of love the idea of what it's looking like now. So like I said, we're kind of in December where we were available to trade Mark Williams, 20-14 on the season right now, but we bring in Siakam to pair with Jalen Green and Booker going forward. Matt Ishbia is trying to bring Phoenix a championship. I think Siakam, with 2 years left in his deal, gives us that kind of window to make it happen. He is older, so like I said, we got to win now, but this was the kind of move to do it. So Devin Booker, Jalen Green, PJ Washington at the 3 right now, Siakam, Maluwalk's going to have a new starting role here with Obi Toppin, Ryan Dunn, Tyus Jones, and Nick Richards. And then Bogdan's getting some run as well. But I'm just going to go ahead and shrink it down to a 9 rotation for the rest of the season. So that's the big move, and I'm hoping it works out. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. We're on our quest to try to win a championship here for the Phoenix Suns. We're going to see if bringing in Siakam helps us out with that goal or not. So at the end of year number 2, things went very well. MVP goes to Jokic, Mikal Brown, Rookie of the Year for the Wizards. Giddey is your 6-man, Wemby's your D-point, and Scoot is your most improved. Cade's your clutch player, and Kid, man, those Mavericks, dude. The Mavericks are just the new, Warriors from back then. That was always hard to beat them. 71-11 and 71, yeah, I mean, executive and coach of the year, that obviously makes sense. Here's your All-NBA first team. We got Jokic, Wemby, Doncic, Cade, and Tatum. All-NBA second team. We do get Devin Booker this time around. I don't think I saw him last year, but this year he does make it on, averaging 32 and 7. Love to see that. All-NBA third team and all-defensive first team and all-defensive second team. So it's all looking good. But we are the 3rd seed out west, going up against the Los Angeles Clippers, who are back in postseason basketball. 32 points from Devin Booker, 27 from Jalen Green. I think he needs a new contract this offseason because he'll more than likely decline his player option. So I'm hoping to bring him back. We'll see, though. 19 from Siakam is that 3rd option, which I loved. Fleming, still like his ceiling as well going forward. Hopefully, he continues to develop along with Maluwalk. We need those guys to develop really nicely. Obi Toppin and PJ Washington. So looking good. But all that matters is how far we're going to go in these playoffs. And then I guess one of the things to look at is how we, team-wise, how we were team-wise. So we have the best offensive rating-wise, even over the Mavericks. And defensive rating didn't look quite as good, I would say. So let's see where we were. I think we were middle of the pack. Yeah, 13. So could be worse, but all right. Let's go play the Clippers in round 1. So we got the Clippers looking at us. So they got Lonzo, Sexton, Durant joined them, along with Kawhi still being there. Zubac, Huff, Derek Jones, and Makovich. I mean, I think this is a team we should be able to beat, but let's see. So game 1 is going to go to the Clippers as I say that, and they're going to win both games in Phoenix. So I don't know why I felt confident there for a second, but I guess I've been humbled pretty easily here. So we literally just had a good regular season just to lose to the Clippers, who don't even really have... I mean, I don't know. I feel like we should get back in the series, but let's see if 2K will allow that for that to happen, and we will have a game going to us here, so that's good. Now we got to win the other one in LA to tie the series back up. Let's see if we can do just that, or if we're going to go down 3-1. We're probably going to be in trouble if that's going to be the case, but it's looking good at the moment. We lose both games in Phoenix, but we will take both games on the road, so the road team has won every single time. I'm hoping to change that here, though. Game 5. We got to win at home here. We cannot lose on the road or allow the road team to win again. So, take the lead here, but this is a much closer game than the last 2, but this is looking good for us. Simcast is working out in our favor. 101 to 132, so we win 3-2. I'm going to go ahead and click Simulate Through Game, and actually, let's do Simcast. Let's try to avoid a Game 7 at all costs. I'm trying to get to round 2. Simcast has been working for us, so it's looking good at the moment. We're blowing them out, so despite going down 2-0, we're going to easily win the next 4. 36, 8, and 7 from Devin Booker to close it out. And now we get the Timberwolves. So let's go see what the Timberwolves have going on. We got Mavericks and OKC on the other side. So Minnesota, you got Dillingham, you got Edwards, McDaniels, Randall, Naz Reid, Gobert, DiVincenzo, Terrence Shannon, and Johnny Juzang. This is going to be a tough series, man. So let's go ahead. Simcast game 1. This is not going to be easy, but I feel like we have a shot. So let's see if we can't win game 1 on the road in Minnesota. Close game thus far. Looks like we're going to get game 1, though. 112 to 104. Nice. Dallas and OKC have yet to win or go with game 1, but Dallas did win it. Okay, so we win the first road game. Can we win the second one as well? That'd be beautiful. So, close game. Minnesota's led most of the time, but did we ever take it at the end here? We've been on their ankles the whole time, but we never ended up taking the lead in that one. Okay, time for game 3. We did our job by winning a road game. Now we're going to protect home court, so let's see if we can do just that. Close game, man. They've all been close, and we're going to have the lead here at the moment. Can we hang on to it? We will. We'll take the 2-1 lead, 46-3 from Booker in that one. All right, man. I'm loving what I'm seeing. Dallas, though, is going to be up 3-0 on OKC. All right, game 4 on the road, or sorry, at home in Phoenix. Can we hang on here and take the 3-1 lead and maybe put ourselves in prime position? They do. Ooh, they're okay. We hang on. They were coming there, but they did not get it done. We're going to go back to Minnesota. Simcast has been working well for us, so we're going to continue with the simcasting here. And if we can win this one on the road in Minnesota, which it doesn't look like we're going to have to win at home in Phoenix. All right, I'd love to avoid a game 7, I would say. Let's try to avoid a game 7. Let's just win at home. That's the hope. We're going to go 8-man rotation, backs against the wall here, even though we obviously have 2 games to lose. But I'd like to not enter that territory if we don't have to. Close game here, and we are going to enter that territory. So we're going to game 7. So we were up 3-1, and now the Timberwolves have tied the series, and we're going back to Minnesota. All right, can we come back here and win? No, they're going to blow us out, dude. How heartbreaking is that? Man, that's brutal. So we were just up 3-1 just to lose like that. So Dallas and Minnesota, and the Knicks and the Mavericks in the finals. Mavericks go on and win it all. So that sucks. That's really, really heartbreaking. So I thought we had the conference finals appearance right there in our hands, and unfortunately did not happen. So Durant is going to retire. DeMar DeRozan's retiring. All right, for the lottery, we don't have a pick this offseason whatsoever. So our pick is probably headed, to Houston. Staff signing, we have Jordan Ott, which that's going to stick around to be the same thing. We almost got so close to making it to the conference finals there. No picks to be, considered at all. So player options, we got Jalen Green declining. That's a must re-sign. I think we lose him, that would really hurt us. So definitely we'll be looking at re-signing him, and no qualifying offers to speak of. So for free agency, bird rights on Jalen Green, which he has no offers right now, so we should be an advantage to re-sign him. So gonna give him his new deal. He does come back pretty easily, so that's great. No fighting with him. I'm not bringing back Nick Richards. I did extend Iguodala to be hopefully our new backup 5. So give him the keys. So basically, in my mind, we just need a backup point guard right now. So our backup guard in general. So let's go for that. We have DiVincenzo. We have like Russell. We got Ryan Rollins. We got Deuce McBride, which, I don't hate the idea of that. AJ Johnson, Julian Strawther, and then Klay Thompson. I will say I might need to mess with some contract sliders because some of these contracts are just a little too small. I'm still using default 2Ks. Like, I'm still learning on the fly. 2K26 has a few changes, don't get me wrong, but these contract sliders look a little too crazy for my liking. So getting McBride on a minimum, I don't think makes a lot of sense as far as like realism is concerned, but he is here, so I got to take advantage of it. And then same thing with Strawther. I mean, if we get Strawther and McBride as our backcourt, I think that's beautiful. Although they matched the offer sheet, I should have offered more. Damn. Okay. Brandon Boston, no. Ryan Rollins. I mean, I guess I'll give Ryan Rollins a contract too as another depth piece. Okay, so that's gonna be our offseason. So let's go to player progression. We need Malo Watch. We need Fleming. We need I'm forgetting the other guy. I was thinking Iguodala. Iguodala went up 76. Okay, top in 78. Fleming's up to 78, so that's great. Pays off. Siakam is down 2 overall, which, like I said, getting him, we literally only had a 2-year window. So if we are, for whatever reason, bad at the deadline, may have to trade Siakam, which he has a big contract, so he should get us something interesting if we do decide to do that. But I'm going into year 3 with a lot of confidence that this could be the year it happens. We're so close to conference finals. See if it pays off this year. So here is the rotation going into the season. Devin Booker, Jalen Green as your backcourt still with Ryan Dunn, Siakam, Malo Watch, PJ Washington, Miles McBride, Rasheed Fleming, and Obi Toppin. So that does leave Iguodala and Ryan Rollins out of the rotation. If there was a move to be made at the deadline, in my opinion, it is going to be for a backup 5. I think that would be kind of the thing I would be looking for if we did do something, which would probably include Obi Toppin's contract. So if I do make a move at the deadline, which there's a high possibility I will show you what I'm thinking. I said I wanted a new center at the trade deadline, and I think we found one. Kristaps Porzingis, I think this just makes way too much sense. I guess the Chicago Bulls wanted off his contract entirely. We get Kristaps Porzingis and feel good about contending this season. I'm going to throw them a first, too, because I feel like if we're getting Porzingis, we should throw at least something in here that, represents asset value. So we get Porzingis at the deadline, 35 and 17. That's actually going to push, I guess, Malo Watch to the bench, which I don't hate that. So I think I'm cool with that. So now our rotation's looking like this, and I do like that. I wonder if Fleming would go up at small forward, by the way. I haven't explored it, but I do kind of want to see. So Fleming would go down, actually. So I guess we'll just go ahead and leave him at the power forward. Washington, I guess we'll just go ahead and leave at the 3. Okay, 35 and 17. We're bringing Porzingis. You should have, hopefully, a nice, solid outside chance of maybe bringing home a Larry O'Brien to Phoenix. So at the end of year 3, Cade is going to win MVP, which I think is pretty cool to see. Averages 36 and 9. You got Dash Daniels winning Rookie of the Year. DiVincenzo is your 6th man. Wimby is your DPOY. Chris is your most improved. So got to give a big shout out to Joe DeKelmer. It looks like he's already adding the 2027 prospects, which that's really cool of him to be doing. Clutch player goes to Devin Booker, and bigger staff coach of the year, and Christian Bartlett is your executive. So here is your All-NBA first team. All-NBA second. Devin Booker does end up making it for us in All-NBA third team. All defensive first team and all defensive second team, as Malo Watch makes all defensive second team. So I love to see that. Okay, all that matters though is we did end up as the first seed, and like I said, we got to go win it all if we want to feel good about the ending of this video. So 32 from Booker, 25 from Jalen Green, 20 from Siakam, and 19 and 6 from Porzingis, 9 from Fleming, 8 from PJ Washington, 7 from McBride, and 6 from Malawach, and 5 from Brian Dunn. All right, well, let's go ahead and make it happen, hopefully. So, in round 1, we will draw the LA Clippers. We did beat last year, thankfully, but if we looked at our team stats as well, our offensive rating was number 1, just like it was last year. Defensive rating, we were still, once again, I guess top 10, right on the 10th spot. But all right, LA. So they did lose Kevin Durant. So they did add Russell. They got Giannis now, and Kawhi's come off the bench. Okay. I mean, Giannis is definitely a problem, but we're up 1-0. We're up 2-0. So far, so good. 2-1. Don't let them even it up, though. They do. Okay, let's go to Simcast then. We're at home in Game 5. The home team has won every single game. Would love to continue that trend. If we find a way to lose in round 1 to the 8th seed, that would be very heartbreaking, and we will win at home 3-2. Can we win Game 6? Yes, we can. Okay, so that was a little bit of a sweat early on. Oh my gosh, Minnesota. Even though you beat us last year, if you want to take out the Dallas Mavericks right now, that would be beautiful. Please do it. And they don't. Damn. Okay, so we got OKC and Memphis. I don't know who I'd rather play. Probably the Grizzlies, right? I mean, I feel like although Cedric Coward's developing really nicely for them, so they could be scary. Let's see. It is going to be the Grizzlies, so we do get the Grizzlies. I don't know what they'll be like. And Dallas and Utah on the other side. Okay, well, let's see how we're going to do against the Grizzlies. So game 1 is going to go to us. Good start. We blew them out pretty good, too. 2-0, okay. 3-0, we're good right now. And we're going to beat the Grizzlies pretty easily, but we all know what's coming. It is going to be Dallas. Minnesota, you almost did it for us, but this is going to be a simcast of every single game, bro. Dallas, I hate it, but this is the team, man. This is the team to take down. So game 1 in Phoenix to hopefully take down the Mavericks. We're blowing them out at the moment. Oh my gosh, do not let them back in the game, though. They kind of low-key got back in it there, but thankfully we hung on. We win game 1, so that's great. Detroit, New York on the other side. If we win both games at home, I'd feel great leaving this, leaving Phoenix with both wins at home. But it looks like they're going to take one, unfortunately. So we are going to lose game 2. All right, I'm going 8-man rotation already. I don't like it. I'm just going to pull out all the stops. 8-man rotation, game 3 on the road in Dallas. Got to steal one. Got to steal one in Dallas. Got to steal 2. That's my hopeful goal here. So got a close game in game 3. Can we take it, though? It is going to go in our favor, 120-118. 42 from Devin Booker to make it happen. And Jalen Green had 32, not to mention as well. All right, game 4. Take both of them, and we're in prime position to win the series. We have a nice lead right now. Do not let up. Do not let up. And we are going to go up 3-1. We were up 3-1 against Timberwolves, though, so I don't even feel comfortable yet. Detroit is on the other side awaiting us. I mean, they do have the MVP over there in Cade Cunningham. They want to get Ryan Dunn back or Washington as a starter. Just please do not lose 3 straight. That's all I'm asking for. Just got to get to the finals here and make it happen. Come on, man. I know we got it in us. Do not let up. Close game to get to the finals, and we will. 120-127. We take down the Mavericks, and we get to play the Pistons. I think I got in the finals the last video with the Nets, if I'm not mistaken, but we didn't get it done. So, Detroit, you're the ones in our way. We're starting at home here. Let's start the simcast because I want a championship. I want my first championship in 2K26. It's kind of maddening that I haven't gotten it yet, and it's taken me the 3rd video to do it. But we have a shot right now to do it. So, we're up 1-0. Want to fix rotation again. That's totally fine by me. I want to make sure this goes in our favor, man. So Detroit is going to have ourselves maybe taking game 2, but we are back in it. Can we... Okay, they win. All right, game 3, back in Detroit. We got to get a road win. This is how the Mavericks series started, so don't sweat it yet. We just got to win game 3, but they have had the lead most of the game. We're still right behind them. Do we ever take the lead away from them in this one? No. We're down 2-1. Ah, man. Okay. Already not liking this. We got to win game 4. We got to. This is a we have no choice. Got to win game 4. Got to win game 4. They've had the lead most of the game. We take it, though. Hang on now, please. Hang on to this lead. Hang on to this lead. And we will. 160-97. Oh, boy. 2-2 series in the finals. Game 5. All or nothing. Please come out here and take advantage. We start off slow. Not what I want to see when we're trying to win this series. But we're trying to... I don't think we're going to get... Oh, wait. We get back in the game. Just to lose it, though. 113-109. Okay. Game 6 on the road in Detroit to force a game 7. We need to come out firing. We need to come out swinging. We cannot lose this game. Please, 2K, give us a chance here to force a game 7. We're not going to force a game 7, dude. Gosh dang it, dude. A championship is not happening. At least not yet. We're going to go again, though. We have to. Cade Cunningham is your finals MVP. We lose in the finals, bro. That's so heartbreaking. I cannot get one, man, for the life of me. But all right, for the lottery, and again, draft pick capital is not something we have. I guess we go new head coach, maybe, just to try to give ourselves the best possible chance, although I don't know if Nick Nurse is going to accept that low of salary. So I'm going to try to get these guys, but I do have to acknowledge that more than likely none of them are going to accept this cheap of an offer. Actually, Snyder does, so we'll get Quinn Snyder. We'll go to rookie signing, even though I don't think we have any draft capital. The main thing I want to do is just keep everybody. I know Siakam is going to be a free agent, so that's going to be kind of important to worry about. Ryan Dunn also is, so those are two guys I want to bring back. Siakam is only asking for $20 million now, though, so that's actually kind of, I actually don't hate that. So that's a steal of a contract. We'll re-sign him to that. That's a no-brainer in my opinion. We will lose McBride and the other guard we had, so let's see. We can bring back or bring in Ty Jerome or Gary Trent. So I'll sign Gary Trent to a deal, and I might bring in, we got Ty Jerome. I guess I'll go ahead and throw a minimum to as well. All right, that's going to be kind of our 2 additions, and then we're just going to have to kind of see how much guys regress. So and we can also maybe even upgrade our 3 spots. So let's go Washington and the Spencer dude that we got in a trade, and whatever first we can throw at them, and see if there's like a small forward that we'd feel better about. So there's Hendricks, there's Patrick Williams as well. Could bring Dylan Brooks back to the fold, which I guess would be interesting for better defense, or we could even bring in Keegan Murray. I don't hate the idea of that either, especially if you go up at the 3. I think I'm going to do the Keegan Murray trade. I'm going to do the Keegan Murray trade. This is going to be the final move of the video. So this is going to be hopefully what pushes us into what we want. So Keegan Murray going to fix his to a small forward. Unfortunately, he did not move up in overall like I thought he would. But still, going to be a good shooter and a good 3-and-D wing for us. All right, man. Let's go to player progression. I do expect some regression from some guys. So Siakam is down to an 84, which does suck. But we got Malawach up to an 86 without Porzingis as well. So I'm still fine with that. So we're going to go into next season feeling good. All that matters is trying to bring home that trophy. And we're going to go see if it happens for us next year. So 65-17 on this season. So the only hope is that it was good enough to get us this championship this year. First seed in the West, once again, just like we were last year. We had 33 from Devin Booker, 24 from Jalen Green, 15 from Porzingis, 14 from Siakam, and 12 from Rasheed Fleming. And if you look at our team stats, we've been good offensively, and that remains the same. Defensively, this time around, though, we were top 6. So that's been better than what we've been lately. But all right, we get to play the Memphis Grizzlies, who we did beat last year, and they don't have John Morant anymore, it looks like, unless he's come off the bench for some reason. But yeah, he's not there, so no John Morant. Let's see how this is going to go. So let's go. I do believe we already have a 9 rotation going, so here we go. Game 1 is going to go to us. Game 2 is going to go to us. So far, so good. 1, don't let me even it up, please. We are up 3-1, and we beat them in 5. Okay, now for the Dallas Mavericks earlier on than I would have wanted, but it is going to be what we have to deal with. So, Dallas in round 2. I think we go back to the old well and simcast against a team like this. So, let's see if we can win game 1 at home. And we beat them last year, but it felt like every game was close and competitive, and that is no difference here. But we will beat them in game 1. I'm going to sim through game 2. And they even it up. All right, let's simcast game 3 then. So game 3 on the road in Dallas. This is exactly how the series started last year, so maybe there is something. Okay, so we got to steal. Oh my gosh, we almost stole it, but we never did. Okay. I'm already stressed out. So let's go game 3 or game 4 on the road in Dallas. Let's see if we can't go down 3-1 to this Mavericks team, or we're in trouble. So we had our opportunity last year. It's almost looking like, unless we steal it at the end. We do. Wow, we barely stayed alive, but we did. Okay, that was close. Way too close for comfort. Game 5 at home in Phoenix. Let's see if we can't take it here and take the 3-2 lead here, because I don't want to go down 3 to this Dallas Mavericks team. And we will lose 135-132. Was our window last year? It may have been. It may have been, but can we force a game 7 back to Phoenix? It's looking good for that right now. I think we're going to force a game 7. So that was a very comfortable win. I would like to see another comfortable win in the next one. Our whole lineup is on fire at the moment. It's got to win game 7, and we're back to the conference finals. So come out firing at home. Don't let them back in it. We have a lead right now. We have a very comfortable lead as well. So we are going to beat the Mavericks once again. So we got to take advantage of this, but OKC is the other team awaiting us. I don't think we've played them in this video yet. So, yeah, Boozer at the center. So that's interesting. They got Stokes as well. They got Elijah Arenas. Yeah, they've been doing work in these draft classes. That's for sure. So this is not going to be an easy one. So we're going to go back to the Simcast well against a team like this because I am not feeling good with how well they've drafted and how many young guys they do have. But the close game one, they've had to lead most of it, but we take it at the end. And as long as we win, which we will, doesn't matter if they had to lead most of the game. We're in a 1-0 start. So can we go up 2-0 in Phoenix, take both our home games and feel pretty good? It's looking good right now for that. And I think we, oh, hold on. We are going to allow them to, you know, they kind of got back in it, but we're up 2-0. So we win both games in Phoenix, but now we got to go win a road game and take prime position in the series, hopefully. But yeah, we're looking good at the moment. And I think as long as we hang on to this, we should win this series. So we're going to go ahead, go up 155 to 122, just beat them in 4 then. We do. We're in the finals again. Okay. Second chance at this. Can we make it happen? Detroit or New York? The Pistons beat us last year, so I almost don't want to play them again, but if it is going to be the Pistons, then bring it. So it's going to be the Knicks, though, this time. So New York, Phoenix. I would like for it to happen for us, man. They do have a top prospect. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name, but Aladutan. Probably not how you say it. But okay. Game 1 is going to go to us. Game 2 is going to go to us. Oh my gosh, we're in great position. 3-0. Do we finally get our first championship in 2K26? Sweep the Knicks. We've celebrated title. About damn time. It took us 3 videos to make it happen, but I think we did it. We got to jump in and watch Championship Celebration, see if that changed at all. And I'll let you guys watch it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Man, thankfully we got it done. I was nervous it wasn't going to happen there in that second round against the Mavericks, but this is Crushables. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm saying peace.